This is Chapatula Street, and we lived on this street for a few days when we were in New Orleans. And for a little while, we actually had some fun trying to figure out how to say it. But I was watching the news, and it became apparent that it isn't said exactly the way it looks, at least not to me. Well, one of the wonderful things about the trip was getting to know the young folks in our congregation even better than I do. And I'm proud of them, and I'm so blessed to be their pastor.
Hi, my name is Rachel. The LCMS youth gathering really helped me to grow my faith by giving me tools to continue living through God in college and beyond. I feel more prepared going into the wider world because of what I learned at the youth gathering. My favorite memories were having delicious New Orleans coffee and going to sessions and hearing about being Lutheran and acting in a Lutheran way from so many people who I'd never met before from all around the country.
Going to the gathering grew my faith by seeing that I'm not alone and there are tons of other kids who are just like me and believe in the same thing as me. My favorite memory was when the marching band came out during the first Mass event, and I also like clipping people with the pins I made.
Hi, my name is Nora Forsey, and the gathering has grown my faith by surrounding me with many other Christians. And my favorite part about the gathering was probably all the speakers each night at the Mass events, and especially Bethany Hamilton telling us her story about perseverance.
I was very encouraged to see 20,000 plus kids participating in worship, learning about their faith, and praying together. Some even asking the session leaders to pray for them personally. These are the kids that will be leading and helping our congregations and communities in the future. Attending such a positive event helps them grow in their faith, equips them for service, connects them with others in the faith. Thank you for all your support and prayers.
My favorite parts of the gathering were being able to see around in a new place I've never been to, trying new foods I have never tried, and being able to get closer to God in a way that not everybody can experience. Another big thing was being able to interact with people I've never met from a bunch of different places all over the world. It was a really great experience.
My favorite part of the New Orleans trip was meeting this kid named Carter. He was really funny and had a lot of personality to him. And the trip helped grow my faith with just the motivation kind of in there with the speakers. They were really God-driven, and it was shown.
The part of the LCMS youth gathering that helped strengthen my faith the most was realizing how many other kids my age have faith in God the same way I do. I also really love the band.
I had a great time in New Orleans at the youth gathering. Trying to pick out my favorite memories of our time there is a little difficult because we made so many, but I'll try and narrow it down. One that stands out is our constant losing of pastor as we were walking to the convention center or in the Superdome. Sometimes Mr. Forsey would join him and we'd always ask, where are they? But we always found them. Another thing that I enjoyed was watching and listening to our youth interact with other Lutherans, witnessing their faith in their words and their actions. Oh, and the food. The food was delicious. We want to focus on endure from Hebrews 12, verses 1 through 3. We endure a lot in life. Troubles, trials, sadness, pain, joy, happiness. We endured a lot in New Orleans. Heat, a lot of walking around a lot of people. And yet, as we learned in our daily Bible studies, if Jesus can endure, then so can I. In our first Bible study, we focused on Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, for the joy. And that joy is you and me. Wow. Jesus suffered all that pain, the hostility, the rejection, all for us, because we are his. In another Bible study, what struck me the most was that faith does not come from within us. Faith comes from Jesus. Again, Jesus is providing us with all that we need. One thing I realized from my time in New Orleans at the youth gathering is that I can endure all things in life through Jesus. He is my strength. They gave us this acronym for the word endure. E, encouraged. You are not alone. You are never alone. Christ walks with you every step of the way. N is now. The day is coming soon when Jesus will come back, and so we live now, looking forward to when we all get called home. D is for disciple. We are a disciple, a member of the cloud of witnesses. We join Jesus, not just admire. U is for understanding, continuing to learn who God is by reading his word daily, knowing he is the author and perfecter of our faith. R is for rejoice. We rejoice, even in the weariness of life, because we know that Jesus is Lord. And E is for encourage. We encourage you to encourage one another and to be encouraged by Christ. Thank you for allowing me to lead these youth, along with my other chaperones, to strengthen their faith. And I hope that we can continue this tradition in another 3 years when the youth gathering is held in San Antonio, Texas.